Seasoned sisters, when they talk, they take turns. The only thing they share is the tea.
Hello,
Right.
Welcome to Seasoned Sisters. I'm Autumn.
I'm Summer.
I totally forgot the name of our show for a second. Today we're going to be talking about Extreme Sisters, Season 1, Episode 2, Me, My Sister, and My Mister.
Yes, Jessica is unhappy when her sister dates, and Brooke and Baylee struggle with Denver's ultimatum, which is the tamest parts of this, actually.
Literally,
I
we ranked them again by like boring to like most unhinged, and Brooke and Baylee are our number one for the most tame, like boring.
They just go meet with their mom,
who has the worst haircut I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and it's just like, you just need to. You're married.
Stop going to your sister's bed.
Yeah, it's
literally
like, that's weird. That's it.
Did we have anything for mullet time? Because I think the only person who commented was Jacob, and I didn't know you read Dean Koontz.
I didn't either.
You could.
Yeah, stalker. I didn't.
Yeah, you trying to make us like you? Weirdo.
And he also called us weird. So
he did call us weird, which I don't understand, because I also told him when I talked to him, I was like, because he didn't know what dry brushing is. No guy I've talked to since that episode came out has any idea what dry brushing is. And I was like, well, Jacob, I would dry brush like you, just not your ass.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I would do it. Like, I have no problems doing that.
I don't understand why that's think of brushing, think of dry brushing.
Yeah. On your body.
Yeah.
It's really simple if you just break it down.
Just take it. But yeah, I had no clue Jacob read Koontz too, but I guess it makes sense.
I think that he read the Frankenstein series, which is amazing.
Great
if you haven't read it.
Great series.
But I thought that was all he read. Maybe Intensity or Velocity.
But Whispers.
I didn't know you read Whispers.
I didn't either. I had no clue. That's crazy.
Not a clue.
I wonder if it was.
I doubt it.
I wonder if it was one of those vacations, where mom and dad limited how many books we could take. Because, then you just read whatever you could get your hands on.
Where he was just like, oh, I finished my books, so I'll steal one of theirs.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because I think that's how I read R.A. Salvador on a trip. Because I finished my books.
I still have never done that.
Great books. With you playing Baldur's Gate, you should really read them. They're great.
I know, because Drizzt is mentioned in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, he's a big part. So yeah,
and
he's
so
not
is
even my favorite character.
Is Volo in?
I don't know who Volo
is. The Drizzt books. Oh, okay, never mind. He's in. Who is Elminster in Drizzt books?
Don't know who that is either.
Okay, never mind. So never mind.
But like Loth and a lot of the characters are going to be from like the races and all that.
Because Loth is mentioned several times in the Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm still playing.
She's crazy. She's crazy.
I'm having so much fun. And
I'm at Loth
when I'm at work, all I want. Oh, Loth is crazy. Yeah, no. You. But I also, Kyle keeps asking me, he's like, why are you still playing Baldur's Gate? And I'm just like, because I want the platinum. I don't know. So I'm having fun.
I'm enjoying it, and just leave me alone.
I'm enjoying it. I'm working on the platinum right now. I'm on Tactician, which is like the third level, like third or second hardest way to play it. So that's fun. The only thing that I don't like about this playthrough is I can't romance Gale. And Gale, which I told Summer this, Gale is like her new brother-in-law. Like I told Kyle that it's his brother husband. He has two brother husbands, Gale from Baldur's Gate 3 and Cade Nolenko from Mass Effect. So
just get used to it.
Get used to it. Those are his brother husbands. So
I mean, he can share you. If these sisters can share men, then he can share you.
Exactly. And the other day, Kyle just started playing Mass Effect. And so I had Baldur's Gate 3 where I was talking to Gale, and Kyle was playing Mass Effect, and Cade Nolenko was on the screen, and Kyle's next to me on the couch. And I was like, this is like heaven. This is the most amazing thing ever. All my husbands in one room at the same time.
I love this interaction.
I love this. I'm like so happy right now.
It's like, this is what I want for my birthday every year. Thank you.
It was amazing. But anyway, that has nothing to do with this show.
We just got off subject. It's okay. We do that.
Yeah, well, we haven't talked in a week, so.
Yeah, it's been a hectic week.
You've been working crazy hours and very stressed out for the week, so.
Yes, I have, but that's okay. Hopefully this week, We get off for Good Friday. Hopefully it'll be better this
Hopefully
week.
so. Hopefully it will be.
Oh,
All right. So, most boring sisters, Brooke and Baylee. We already pretty much talked about everything.
yeah.
Baylee says that Baylee is still living with Brooke and Denver and it's causing friction in their marriage. No duh. Of course it
Yeah.
is. And then she
Yeah.
says she doesn't want to hurt her sister's feelings, but she also doesn't want to upset her husband. And it's like, if your sister's feelings get hurt by saying, stop climbing into my bed, I don't know what's wrong with your sister.
Yeah, it's like I feel like that's a weird thing to have to. And even doesn't she even say she's like, well, it is affecting our sex life? It's like, yeah, yeah.
But then she says it's affecting our sex life, but sometimes you have to make sacrifices for the people you love. But you need to make sacrifices for Denver and your marriage.
Yeah.
Not your sister's sleeping preferences.
Yeah, which is just weird. I just don't understand this. I don't get it.
It's bizarre. I really wonder if it's like not a trauma response or something like that, because this is bizarre. And I also think that if you do feel like you need to sleep with your sister, then I would think that she and Baylee should be sleeping in a different room and leaving Denver alone. Like
Yes, agreed.
I do not understand sleeping in a marital bed, I guess.
Yeah, it's like I get if you need me for emotional reasons, but yeah, I'm with you. It's like, okay, well, we'll just sleep in your room tonight.
Yeah.
And let Denver sleep with our daughter in our room.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like that makes more sense. Like we'll have a sleepover night. But yeah, it's creepy. But yeah, they go talk to their mom and their mom's like, that's weird.
Their mom has the worst haircut. It was like a ponytail in the back, but a Kate Goslin in the front.
It's a mullet.
What the fuck was that hair?
It was girl mullet.
It was. Like, she was honestly super sweet. I thought their mom was adorable, and she was really telling them that they were being stupid. But that hair has to go. That was awful.
Yeah. I don't understand why we got to do mom dirty like that. Mom seemed really nice.
And this show came out in like 2021 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this isn't like 2008.
No, it's like this. Okay, guys, this is, yeah. I don't understand. I still don't understand why this is a thing. Because now everybody outside of those two girls is like, this is creepy weird. And y'all should stop.
Every single person is like, you need to stop. Because their mom points out that a married couple needs privacy because, you know, they're religious. So, you know, whatever. Yeah. But says what you're doing is not normal. It's weird.
Yeah.
And it is. So,
and that's your mom who should know if you have trauma, who's like, hey, I get it for XYZ, but that's weird and you need to stop.
Yeah. You need to stop doing that. And then Baylee basically is like, I can't afford my own place, but can't stay out of their bed.
But she also says she doesn't have a job. And I'm like, that's why you can't afford a place.
But also she moved out of mom's house to move into Brooke's house. So move back in with mom.
Yeah. I don't understand this. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but tell me you come from privilege without telling me you come from privilege, that you can move in with multiple people without having to work and just be like, oh yeah, I don't work. I just stay home. Because I feel like if at a minimum you needed to move in with us for a little bit and it would be fine. It's like, okay, I get it. Like you're struggling. You don't have a job currently. I would at a minimum at least be like, I'm not going to yell at you for having your dirty panties on the floor because you are home all day. That's your one job. Please.
Yeah. And I can trying to play devil's advocate. I guess I could see like sleeping in a new place can cause anxiety and stuff. Like I know when Kyle and I moved into this house, I didn't sleep for probably like 2 or 3 weeks because, you know, all the sounds were different.
Yeah.
And Spencer especially, like my cat who passed away, he was super like loud and active at night after we moved in here, which could have been something he did at our old house too, but our old house was 2 floors, so I never heard it.
Yeah.
So hearing it, like I didn't sleep for probably like 3 weeks. Like I slept, but not well for multiple weeks after we moved here because all the sounds were different. So I do potentially understand like wanting to be comforted by your sister, but I would still never climb into your bed. I would just be like, hey, can you sleep in the living room with me or something like that until I get used to it.
Yeah, it was like, hey, I'm gonna
I don't
leave
know.
all the lights on.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
but it's weird because she also has a niece that
She
is
does.
like, that one doesn't even have a choice to sleep with you. You just go pick it up and be like,
Yeah, that's what you
sleep it
used to
with
do
me.
with me.
Yeah, every time I had nightmares, I would just go get Audie and put her in my bed and be like, well, I have nightmares.
Yeah, I would just wake up in Summer's bed.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Because it just made me feel better. So yeah, it's like when they're that little, they don't have a choice. You just
No, you just grab them.
yeah, and be like, I'm gonna put you right here and we're gonna sleep, and that's it. So yeah, this was just kind of boring. It was like, stop being weird. And that was all it
Yeah.
was.
And then the
And
mom
scene.
starts talking about like, I agree, but the mom starts talking about like how she loves Denver and they're all so proud of Denver for stepping up after Brooke got pregnant. Because
Yeah.
apparently he had some addiction issues with pain pills, but he got clean. So that's amazing.
Yeah, good for
Bravo.
him. Good for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like because she said that they were broken up when she found out she was pregnant,
Right.
and
Yeah.
then
Because
they
of his
got together.
problems. Yeah.
So I mean, that's a lot, especially to go back. I'm a big proponent of not going back with your ex. So they did some serious work with each other. So it's another reason why I don't understand why she's just like, get out of my bed.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this with
I
you.
don't think that they realize maybe, I don't know. They said that Baylee was like there for Brooke when Denver was in recovery, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's still like the relationship of sisters is never gonna like, I don't know. Like it's a different kind of relationship, but like
It is.
it doesn't it doesn't negate the fact that Baylee was there for you for the fact that Denver's there for you now.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
I don't
like,
get it.
well, and how far does that goodwill play out before you're like, hey, I know you were here for me, but my daughter's 4. I'm pregnant with my second. I'm a newlywed.
Mm.
How long do I have to be beholden to you for you not being a witch when I got pregnant?
For you being a normal sister,
Yeah.
honestly. Like
Yeah.
what I
Like, I
think
don't
most sisters would do as long as your sister's not a bitch. So
yeah, I don't understand why this isn't just part of it. But
yeah, I don't get it. But the mom says like you aren't letting each other go, which I don't think should have needed to be said, but I like their mom. I really do because
I do
she's
too.
really trying to enforce like you guys are being weird and you're putting your marriage at risk
Yeah.
for Baylee and that's not okay.
Yeah.
And then Baylee has to decide what to do about her living situation, which you don't have to change your living situation. You just have to change your sleeping arrangements, which is stop going
Yeah.
to their room. That's it.
Yeah, because I think Denver is a good enough guy, and he seems like he's a loving, caring partner, and he's going to be in this for the long haul. So he's like, I don't want to make your sister hate me for the next 40 years of our marriage. I just don't want her
Yeah.
in bed with me.
Yeah,
So
and I don't think that that's a
compromise.
crazy line.
No, it's not. That shouldn't be a place you even have to go. Because it should just
No.
be you tell your partner, I don't want your sister to sneak into bed with us. And you go, yeah, that is creepy. I'll talk to her about it. Like, I understand
Yeah.
last night because there were like earthquakes or something. And, you know, she has anxiety. But
Right.
that's very different. Well, the 4 of us are all in bed watching the news and we fall asleep versus you sneak into
I wake
sleep
up in the
between me and
morning
my
to
husband.
my sister-in-law between me and my wife.
Yeah.
Not okay. Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
yeah.
But they were the
Weird.
most boring. And then oddly in this episode, I think the second most boring are Lucy and Anna.
Which is crazy because they are definitely the most extreme.
The most extreme. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are. So they only had one scene and
Yes.
they're talking about how Anna's tooth is still hurting her, but the dentist again will not remove one of Lucy's healthy teeth to make them completely identical. So she's just going to continue living with pain so that they stay completely identical.
I didn't understand why that was a good thing too, because the other twins like, so she's not gonna do it, so we're the same. It's like, that's not a good
I don't
thing.
understand because like I do not get it at all. Like what if one of them gets like a hangnail? Like what if one of them stubs their toe? One of like you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
can't control everything.
Well, yeah, because like, what if shaving your legs, one of you cuts yourself and the other one doesn't? Are
Yeah.
you like, oh well, now you've got to cut your knee too, so we have the
Yeah,
same scars? It's like
exactly. It's
like-
bizarre.
no, I think this is all played up. but
I don't
their
think it
boyfriend
is,
comes to make him feel better.
But then again, he also, I think, is the most logical one because he
Yeah.
asks Anna, like, would you do the same if it was reversed? Like, what if it was Lucy who had a bad tooth? Would you get it removed? And she was like, of course I would. And then he was like, so where does this end with you both having no teeth? Which I think was a
Yeah.
valid argument. Like, because
Yeah.
no one's going to notice a tooth missing, you know?
No, and
like, especially you can get it capped.
Yeah, I guarantee the doctor has a plan. Be like, I'm pulling the infected tooth to replace it, or we're gonna do like retainers, and I can get you a fake retainer until
Yeah.
like
We
whatever.
can figure this out.
But yeah, it doesn't. So dumb.
It makes no sense. Like, I don't get it. Like,
No.
God forbid one of these women has like an actual medical issue. Like, not that your teeth aren't a medical issue, but like, what if one of them has like a heart problem or like a
Oh my
tumor
God,
or skin
right?
cancer or anything like that? Where does this end?
Yeah. It's like,
When does this stop?
They're kind of crazy. These two
They are crazy.
These two need therapy.
They do.
And that's the nicest way I can put it.
They do start crying about how amazing Ben is, which is really sweet. And then they don't know if they can give Ben children because they need to get pregnant at exactly the same time, which makes me wonder, not to be like morbid or anything like that, because Ben tells them there are things you cannot control in life. But like, does that mean if one of them were like, let's say they do in vitro, right? Or something like that.
Right.
What if one of the pregnancies isn't viable, but one of them is? Would the other one with the viable pregnancy, would she get an abortion? Like, I
don't know.
Where does the line stop?
And the way they said we have to get pregnant at the same time, it's like, so he is just dumping a load in one of you at a time.
Which means that he would have to have saved a load, right? And then like turkey baster it into one of them while doing the other one? You'd have to do in vitro, right? On the same day.
You'd have to. You would have to.
But like even that's not controllable because if you took your medications, it's possible that one of you doesn't make as many eggs as the other one, you know, or whatever. Like it's possible that you just don't end up with the same amount of embryos to
not to mention
like
in vitro is expensive.
It's very expensive. Yes.
Like
I mean, I get it, I guess, and also, what if you both did get pregnant at the same time, but what if one of you ends up with complications or goes early and then, you know, like, this is, I don't think that they need to have kids.
No, well,
personally, it's up to them, but.
What if one has a boy and one has a girl? Are we like, well, we're going to raise them as girls because we both want girls? It's like, what is happening?
I have no idea.
Like, because I think Ben is, you're right, is the most reasonable, which is crazy because he's dating twin sisters. But he's like, you can't control everything. Yeah. Like,
I do
let's
think
have a
he's
baby.
Trying to bring them out. Did you notice this though? He looks at Anna when he speaks and not Lucy.
Yeah, I did notice that.
So like when they're talking on the couch, he's always turning to talk to Anna. And like they did it in the talking head where he was looking at Anna, and then on the bed when they were having the scene where they were talking about this, he kept looking at Anna and not Lucy. So I wonder if he's in love with Anna and Lucy's just there.
Do you think, is Anna the one with the bad tooth or Lucy?
Anna is the one with the bad tooth.
See, and I think he has more sympathy for her because it's like, why you're going to live in pain? That's dumb.
Yeah.
Like, because even if they are identical, they're not identical. They're just not. They're two different people.
They're different people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is.
There has to be moments where, well, and we'll find out when we get to the super psycho sisters coming up. But.
Oh, yeah. Those ones are weird.
Ooh, yeah. But.
Well, one of them is weird. The other one doesn't.
One of them's weird.
Me.
No, the other one I feel like I have annoyances with her, but she doesn't annoy me. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah.
Like, but no, I did notice that he always seems to look at the one. Because I was like, you seem to have a favorite, sir. Like,
he does, right? And then I told that to Kyle, and Kyle was like, how do you know that that's Anna? And I was like, I guess I don't, but I'm pretty sure it is. Like,
I'm pretty sure it is.
Pretty sure that one's Anna. Because he also, when they, like, he kissed them after the scene, he kissed Anna first and then Lucy.
Yeah. But maybe that makes sense because I feel like Lucy's the one who did the evil little smirk, too, when Anna decided she was going to have her teeth moved. So like maybe she is a psycho. If you guys haven't
watched it, that like evil smile she did at the end of the first episode was like villain. it was, I don't know what the point of that was.
I wonder if I can figure out how to screenshot that on my phone when I watch HBO Max.
If you could figure out how to screenshot
it.
HBO, please tell me, because I've tried it a couple of times because I wanted to show you something like during Pounders, and I could not figure out how to screenshot. Because like if you screenshot HBO, it just goes black, and I guess it knows that you're trying.
It's like, stop trying to steal stuff. It's like, I just want this picture.
Like, I just want to show someone how stupid this looks.
This is dumb. I'm just trying to show this bad haircut. But yeah, I'll see if I can screenshot, because it is an evil villain smile for sure.
It is weird. Yeah. And so that's their entire part of this episode. That is
all they have. They have.
And so then we go to Patrix and Patrica, because apparently I was saying it wrong.
Yeah, which is, I don't even know if that's right. That's how her husband says it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just going to go with what her husband says, because they've been together for like 20 years. So I'm guessing he's right.
Maybe he's right.
The girls are like they're on a weight loss journey is what they said, which I totally understand, because they do want to move to Disney, and you've got to walk to be at Disney. So
you are such a Disney file. They don't want to move to Disney. They want to move to Orlando. You just put it at Disney.
What else are you going down there for? You have to be in the Disney bubble.
Some people probably want Universal, or they could be SeaWorld people. I'm just saying, it was fun. You immediately put them on at Disney.
I would want to live as close to Disney as financially possible for me, which is probably not very close, but
4 hours away.
I want to be able to drive under the arch within half an hour. That's what I want. Oh my God.
I would do that. I would go under the arch just to eat at the McDonald's by All Star Sports. And
yes,
be like, it's
that's
fine.
What I would do. I would just want to drive and see the purple street signs, and then I would just cry every day about how happy I am.
Yes,
and then I go home.
It's fine.
And pay my bills. Ugh.
Yeah, and be like, now I'm broke because I live in a 1-bedroom apartment with 27 people because Disney pays terribly. But I'm going to keep working there.
I get to go to Disney every day. So.
Yeah, but it's funny because you keep saying Disney, but they haven't said Disney. They just said Orlando. I think
that we know what they're talking about.
That's just because you and I have the same dreams. We're like, clearly they want to move to Disney. I want to
move to Disney. Like,
I would move
if I
to
could
Disney
get Kyle
so
to
fast.
move to Florida, which I could never. Plus, I don't like heat, so it would not work for me.
That's true.
Because in Florida, they're like, oh my gosh, it's like, what I find funny is I love to go to Florida in the winter, because it's like a lovely, like 60 degrees outside, like 60 to 70 and beautiful. And then you walk into any of the stores at Disney and they have the heater on set to like 80. Yep. And I'm just like, why where we live, if it's 60 degrees, you have nothing on. You have your windows open. That's lovely.
Yep.
Like you're cooled off. You're comfortable. Like it feels great. And for them, they are freezing to death, apparently.
Yeah. No, because as soon as we get 60, even if we just hit 60 for an hour in the day, I wear shorts. I'm like, it is shorts season. Like I love shorts.
I love 60. Yeah. Like that's
60's
that's
great.
That's where I love it. Yeah.
But I do think it's right. I didn't like the fact that she said that they're doing this so it's bikini season. So just my little rant. Bikini, you already have a bikini body. You don't need to lose weight for a bikini body. You just need to gain confidence. No. That's it.
That's true. I mean, honestly, you can lose weight for whatever reason you want, but lose weight for yourself probably first off.
Not for a bikini. But just go buy the bikini. Just make it work.
But they're using like a jiggly joy, which is basically them just laying down on like a masseuse table with their legs on like a vibrator thing.
Don't ever say jiggly joy and vibrator in the same sentence again.
You say cookies so many times that you've ruined cookies for me. So jiggly joy vibrator.
Because that sounds like a name brand of a vibrator. It does. A jiggly joy vibrator.
It just like is shaking them around, and they said it's to get rid of their toxins. And I'm not a doctor. I don't think that works. I don't think so.
If that was the case, then we would leave a Disney vacation skinnier because of like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad.
We never.
It's like, oh my God.
You would think we'd leave Disney skinnier because we walk like 10 to 15 miles a day. That's true. Girl, I can eat. We usually always pay for or get free dining.
Yep.
And so I have to do the meals. It's not my fault.
Even if I pay for dining, I consider it free dining. Like our trip.
That's what I do too. It's like you go on a cruise and it's all inclusive. I'm doing quotes. Yeah. It's not really you paid for that, but it's like everything's free on board. No.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we could just get that. That's free. It's fine. I don't care. It's like, but I paid for it. It's like, no, I I didn't. Past me paid for that. Current me didn't pay for this.
Girl math. Like,
So,
I paid for that. So, but now it's free because I've already paid for that.
Now I can get the nachos at Pecos Bill and just waste them because I want a Coke.
I think that this time we should split those, though, because those were actually really big.
Oh, my God. Yeah. We got 2 portions. And if you guys are looking for food, that's so much food.
That's like a lot of food for not a lot of, well, I don't know how much it cost.
No, again, we got it for free. Again, we just do it for free, but it is a lot of food because we got 2 portions and almost died.
We did.
We almost died, but we struggled through.
We did. The girls do say though that they're not dieting. So I mean, I feel good. Like Mom used to take me to Tan and Tone. Like remember when Mom did like Weight Watchers back in the
downtown?
Day? Yeah. So we would go to Tan and Tone and I would just lay on the machine while the machine moved me.
Yeah.
And I never, like, it wasn't to lose weight or anything. I think it was just to get, I guess she just didn't want to go by herself, but it was like probably 14 or 15 doing that.
Yeah.
And I would just lay on the machines and then we would get done and it would be like, okay, then. I never felt sore. It was the best workout of my life.
Yeah. It's like, whoo,
this machine just moving you around.
I remember that because that was like it had all the different machines that move your legs and everything like that. Yeah, it's like that. It was like clearly
there was one
work.
where you laid and it was split in half, and it would like you would lay one way so it would do a crunch for you, and then you'd lay the other way and it would lift your legs. And I think you were supposed to move your body, before the machine moved it, but I didn't do that. So I would just lay there. The best machine though, the most painful one is there was one machine that you laid on and you put your arm straight out like above your head. And then it would shake you underneath this bar so your arms wouldn't go too high. And that one did burn your like triceps pretty good.
Okay.
And then the best machine was the last machine, which is pretty much a jiggly joy vibrator. It would just shake you. And then you'd get off and you'd go home with your mom. I don't know.
I do. Yeah, I do think it's funny. This is their weight loss. It's like, we're going to walk slowly around the block and jiggly joy vibrator. It's like,
I mean, honestly though, this is probably what we would do.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't ever want to lose weight. I like my clothes too much. I just I love.
You got a lot of really cute clothes, honestly. Yeah. And as much as I make fun of your jewelry, this is what I was thinking about the other day. Like, I don't dress cute because I think I have I know I have sensory issues. I can't do the
that
cute
makes
thing.
sense.
Like, my clothes have to be like basically a uniform, or I will be uncomfortable all day. Like my hair is always pulled back. My clothes are always pretty much the same thing, just different top and bottom, like, mix and match, but never cute.
I can see that. Yeah.
And then I like looking at people who dress cute because I could never, but I love looking at you guys. So.
It's like, y'all are cute. I think you look cute. I love the crop top shirt you took for the last trip.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to take it again. I love that shirt. It's one of my
favorites.
And I kind of want to get more. I got like a Winnie the Pooh one from Walmart that is kind of this. It's like a little bit longer than that one, but I also will have to see how many of them we find, because if you buy a shirt that's Disney and from like Walmart or Target, it's usually all over Disney World.
That's true, and I don't.
And
really
so
like
we have
to
to
look
see
like
how
other
many
people.
we see. Exactly. Yeah, we have to see how many I see.
Yeah,
so.
I'd be like, oh, that's it. Just
I'm not gonna wear this one then. This is a in the room shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
So Patrix has been looking at apartments and wants to make a deposit now to lock in 1 month free rent. And then Patrica is wondering, like, how long do we have to make this decision? Because I think that and I don't know for sure, I don't want to put words in her mouth, but I'm pretty sure for Patrica, this is like a dream, like fun to dream about. Yeah. But not a reality, Yeah. Because I think she knows she can't go.
Yeah, it's like, I have a husband and I still have kids at home. It's not like this is my last kid that's moving to Orlando. It's my first
kid. And I have Ron.
Yeah, and a husband. Go fig. But yeah, I think she's just like, I can't do this. You're crazy. But
yeah, and she says that Patrix is impulsive and that she still has to convince Ron. And then they ask why Patrix didn't go alone back in the day. And Patrix says that it's their dream together and it wouldn't have been right for her to go without Patrica. But I'm pretty sure, and I hope I'm saying that right. I think that that's what I heard. But like, what I don't get is, and I'm not trying to put words in her mouth or anything, but when she got married and started having her babies, her dreams changed, her world became her boys. That was her life.
And it's okay to still have the dream alive of like, one day we can move to Orlando. And in her
Right.
head be thinking like, I mean, like when Ron retires, like,
Yeah, like when Ron's not working and we are
yeah,
retired and we can sell our house here and then move down there.
yeah,
Not while we're still in our prime. And I think Ron has a job. I'm not
yeah.
sure, but like they
I,
have a
I,
really nice house, so I assume.
well, and I
But
don't think they're
or
independently
she does.
wealthy because if they were
Yeah.
independently wealthy, they would already have a house or at least a 1-bedroom apartment in the
Or at
Orlando
least be like
area.
at least be DVC.
Yeah, something that's like, oh,
Because
we just
again,
go.
I can't imagine going to Orlando and not living at Disney.
No,
So
that would be my dream. That new thing that they sold, I can't remember how was it, a $500,000 to be able to stay at a hotel every night, but you can't stay at the same hotel more than 5 nights a week. I was like, I would do that.
that would be
Bet.
like amazing. Yeah, that's perfectly fine with
Yeah.
me.
And I think it's like a lifetime. Like it was like I think it was a $500,000. You could stay every day, but you couldn't stay at any hotel more than 5 days. I was like, bet. Don't care. I
I
will
could
do
do,
that.
you'd have to live so lightly. Or at least like I don't know, because you'd have to be I could do that though at
I don't know.
Disney. If I had nothing else to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Independently wealthy enough to switch between like a all-star sports, be like, well, I got to do laundry next week, so I'll try to stay at like Contemporary or the Bay Lake Towers where they got the washer and dryer because I just need
Oh
to
my
do laundry.
gosh.
But I mean, I could make
I
that
want to
work.
watch the fireworks at night or
Yeah,
at least look at the lagoon. So,
yeah, because you would
yeah.
have the ability to be like, oh yeah, well, I really want a good breakfast, so I think I'll go stay at Contemporary for Chef Mickey, and that's what I want to do. Yeah, like
That's like always my goal. Like when Kyle and I pretend like we're going to play the lottery, my goal when we went, like, because you only ever start dreaming about it when it's like $1 billion. But
yeah,
my like first purchase is always a Golden Oak house.
yes,
Like I want
good
a home
choice,
in
good
Golden
choice.
Oak so that I can use that bus.
It's like I just want that. See,
Like, and I just don't want to leave. That's where I want to make my
yeah,
home base is Golden Oak.
it's like
Period.
this is it.
And if you don't know what
Yeah, see,
Golden Oak is like an actual residence, like just I don't know what directions are, but it's near Magic Kingdom,
yeah,
but it's on property technically, and you can buy a house there. And they're
I
massive, like multi-million-dollar homes that
yeah,
of course no
they're
one can afford.
huge. They're huge
They're like
houses.
10 million or something ridiculous.
Yeah,
So.
Celebration would probably be more realistic for me. But yeah, when they released
Yeah.
that whole, you could just stay at a hotel. I'd be like, bet. I would.
Oh,
I
I
would
would do it.
never leave. I would never leave. I'd be like, I don't even have a car anymore. I mean,
Oh yeah.
assuming that I'm rich enough to just be like, I can eat what I want. I have a pass every day to go to whatever park I want. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd be fine. I'd
I
be
agree.
fine.
And
Be
then
fine.
this is why these sisters are listed as number 3 on the like intensity scale. Because after the conversation about why Patrix didn't go alone, Patrix calls Patrica selfish for thinking about her kids, her life, and her husband, and says, "You aren't thinking about me."
Yeah, I
And
didn't
then she
like
says,
this.
I didn't like this either. And then she says she put her life on hold for Patrica. And Patrica is like, no one ever said you had to stay here for me, which I think is completely valid.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
valid response to that statement. Like, I didn't tell you to do this.
I can't
Like,
imagine telling your sister, like, if you had, I don't know, I could okay, I can see selfishly being like sad if your sister's going to move that far away from you,
yeah.
but not if that's what she wants,
Well, but we looked it up. Like, we don't understand why Jacob isn't it like 6 hours from
Yeah.
Atlanta? Yeah.
It is.
Shut up and like
It's not
one
that
of them
far.
should have moved a long time ago and been like, you have an
Yeah.
apartment. I just come down every weekend and
Like,
stay.
could you imagine, like, if we lived in Orlando, I feel like we could probably drive up to Jacob's for most holidays.
Yeah.
Like, 6 hours isn't that bad. Like, we're from the States, so that's nothing.
Yeah. That's
Really.
nothing. Yeah. That's really, I mean, and think about like you're closer to Gulf Shores. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. 100%. Just move. Why didn't you move? Just move.
Yeah, I don't know. I think because I think that she's blaming Patrica for the fact that she never tried to achieve her dreams.
But-
Like, and so now it's Patrica's fault. not hers.
Well, and that makes sense because she's the same sister who was like, well, I loved playing the violin, but I had to give it up because she couldn't. It's like, I'm pretty sure unless that sister is a monster, I would never tell you to give up something you love that makes you happy because I can't do it. It's like, I'm sorry, Audie. I know you love Baldur's Gate, but I need you to give it up because I don't have a PlayStation 5.
You would ask
Like,
me to give up Gale?
yeah, but
Oh
see,
my
that's what I'm
God.
saying. Like, what kind
It
of
doesn't make
sister-
any sense. Yeah.
No, it makes zero sense. It's like, okay, so this makes me extremely happy. Has nothing to
Yeah.
do really with you, but I have to give it up because for
Yeah.
whatever reason you can't do
It's
it
like
too.
me
It's
telling
like,
you I don't drink Dr. Pepper anymore, so you
oh
should
my
stop.
God, I can't.
You would
do that.
never. Like, it
Although
doesn't make any sense.
I think I've had too
What?
much in the last week. I think I've had way too
Well,
much DP.
you've been extremely stressed out. Plus, our grandma's not doing well, so like,
Yeah,
it's a lot going on right now.
I have had so much. Like, I'm starting to get. You know how you get withdrawal headaches? I'm starting to get
Yeah.
user headaches. So I'm
Okay,
feeling
well,
like a
I'll tell
crackhead now.
you, I've had like I haven't had any in like 2 days now, but I did start drinking again.
Did you?
Because everything's going on right now.
Oh my
So
God, everything
I
is going
haven't
on.
owned any, if that makes sense. I've only
Yeah, no.
gotten like a 20 ounce here and there, but
Okay,
I
that's
need to
good.
stop doing that.
Yeah,
'Cause
I haven't.
That's what I start doing
Yeah.
when I get way too stressed, is start
Yeah.
drinking Dr. Pepper again. So
Yeah, I don't know what's happening right now, but yeah, I feel like with everything
Lots.
going on, my drinking has gotten out of control. Like,
Yeah.
way out of control to the point that it's like I don't normally get caffeine headaches.
Right. Well,
So-
basically, you're having to cover for everyone at work because everyone keeps calling
Yes.
in. Plus,
Yeah.
everything going on in your personal life.
Yeah, and then I turned 45, and I still haven't dealt
You
with that
did.
yet.
And oh my God, and your week was so shit on the week of your
It was
birthday.
so bad. Yeah, which is all.
It was terrible because we not to I don't know if anyone else got this random Chrome update, but like everything signed me out a couple
Yeah.
of days before everything signed Summer and Carl out. So
Yeah.
like we tried to record this episode on Thursday. Right now it's Monday, and for some reason Summer like could not
No.
log in at all
did
to
not work.
her computer because of
Yeah.
whatever happened with this update that kicked everyone out. So, or at least us. I don't know what happened to anyone else, but like, so we tried for like half an hour maybe.
Yeah,
And
it
I
was a
can't help
while.
because I didn't know what was wrong with the password. So like,
Well, yeah, and
It was
I was
not good.
emotionally stunted to the screaming, crying point where it was like, even if we can do this,
Yes.
it's not going to be good.
yeah, that's what I ended up saying. I was like, even if you logged in right now, babe, I don't think it's a good idea to record our podcast.
I think this
So
might get everybody
let's just call it a
canceled.
night.
Yeah, it
Let's
was-
just call it a night. It's fine.
We'll be done. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ugh. I don't know. It's got to
It's
get
been a lot.
better. It's been a lot.
will.
I'm gonna. And we
It'll get
normally celebrate our birthdays big, just so everybody knows. Like, our birthdays are bigger deals, and my birthday was.
Yeah.
we
Well,
have a
'cause now
lot
I'm
of
in-
overshadowing.
It's a lot. It's a lot going
Yeah,
on.
it's a lot.
But anyway, so then Patrica basically is like, I can't believe that you're saying this because I don't know if Patrica has ever or Patrix has ever said this out loud before.
Yeah,
And like for me, these are like huge fighting words. You know what I mean? Like this is not something that these are inside thoughts. This is not
Yeah.
something you should say to your sister.
no, this is like saying, "Oh, well, I've always thought that your kids were ugly." Just what? Like, this is
Yeah,
not,
right?
This is not things you
Yeah.
say. You think.
And then Patrix basically says it's time for us to start our new life. And it's just like, but
she has a life,
No.
and she's happy with.
I
her
have
life.
a life. And then
Yeah.
she says that she needs to start her life because she's afraid of dying without love. And if Patrica doesn't go to Orlando, it'll be seen as a betrayal, which I'm like, girl, if you want to go to Orlando, go to Orlando.
Yeah, girl, go. We'll go with you. Do you want
Yeah,
other
we'll go
sisters?
with you.
I'll go.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll
we
go.
have husbands.
Well, unless you're going to blame me for stuff and then no. But
No, I'm not going to do that. But I will go with you. I mean, I have a husband,
go-
but he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
yeah,
He'll be fine.
even though both of our husbands have said they're done going to Disney. So
Yeah.
that's why we go with each other.
It's like, we will go. It's fine. We will go with you. I will go
But-
to the singles clubs with you and help you find somebody. Let's go.
Yeah, no. So then like, is it Patrica? I don't know her name. Dang it.
I don't
Because
know.
I like tried to write it phonetically, so I have Patrica sometimes, and then I also have later I wrote it Patrica. I
'Cause
don't
to me, it
know.
look-
Can someone correct
like-
me?
when it's typed out on their thing, it looks like Patrix and Patrica or Patricia.
Like
and I'm
like
like-
Patricia, yeah.
Yeah, but that's not how they say it. And I don't
And then
I
I
don't
was
know.
hearing Patrix say Patrica, but then
Yeah.
apparently I think Ron says Patrica.
Yeah, and I'm like, does he just is that like his pet name?
I don't
Or
know. Or is her
I
name
don't
Patrica and I just don't understand their southern accents.
so I feel like this is just me being honest. I'm not good with names with more than one syllable. Like my name is like I get it. My name is Summer, which is 2, and your name is Autumn, which is 2, but I don't ever call you Autumn. So,
Yeah.
unless you're in trouble, like I guess Jacob's
Well, I
name
also
is
think that like it's spelled a certain way,
yeah, I
which
don't know.
makes me think it's Patricia, but it's not Patricia.
No,
And so
because
I
they don't
just
ever
have to
say it that
remember
way.
that.
I don't know.
No,
It's weird.
apparently not. So Patrica or Patrica, I don't know. I'm gonna say Patrica until someone corrects me. Is talking
yeah.
to Ron about the move to Orlando, and then she tells him Patrix is ready to go now, and then she says that the reason they haven't moved yet is because she can't uproot her family. And then Ron says that he doesn't she says that Ron doesn't understand what it's like to have a sister this close to you. And I guess I don't understand, like, I love my sister a lot, but your family is Ron.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
That's where your priority should be. Especially this is not a new marriage. This isn't like they've been married 6 months. They've been together for like almost as long as you and I've been married. Like
I'm
20
pretty sure
years.
they've been together like 25 years in the first
so it's like this is like technically you've been married to Ron longer than you were just single with a sister. I'm not trying to be rude, but that's where your family is. But I don't know. That's just it's
like,
weird.
so it doesn't matter how your sister feels. Like,
it's like
your
tell
sister
your sister to
is
go.
secondary to your family. Like, sorry, it is. But like Ron says that the most, like, for the most part stays out of Patrix and Patrica's relationship. But this decision would change their lives, so he can't really stay out of it. And then Patrix wants her life to start, and then Patrica tells Ron like that she and Patrix are a team, and then Ron reminds her like, but you and I are a team, and then she goes, oh yeah, that's deep. And I'm like, why did he have to say that? Why did he have to remind you that I'm your life partner who you actually chose, so you should think about me first?
I think it's so funny. She's like, "Oh, that's deep." It's like it's really not. That was
really
probably
not.
That was probably in your wedding vows or something. Like that's pretty. It's pretty traditional.
Let's say like Brian's wedding vows, like our first arrest.
It's our only arrest. Yeah,
Camel bites and arrests. Okay.
Oh my
and
God.
if you guys have not checked her out, I don't remember her name. It's Cheyenne something on Instagram.
Yes. She's hilarious.
Her impressions of the Slayton siblings are spot on.
They are so hilarious. Good. I love it when she does Brittany. Yes, Chris. I'm like, oh my God.
You control our Instagram, so can you like repost
how do I share
one of hers or something?
Yeah.
I think the little buttons on the side, there's like a send and then there's like a repost one or something like that. So maybe you can repost it to ours so people can find her, because she's so funny.
She's so funny. Like, she is hilarious, guys. Like, I'll find her.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'll find her and share them because she cracks us up.
She does. Yeah. So back to Extreme Sisters. Patrica, I don't know. She wants to like compromise, but her goal isn't changing, which I do understand. Like, just wait till Ron's retired and then go. But Ron says that he understands, but we do need to do our goals together. So he's just trying to bring her back down to reality. But Patrica says that she feels like worn down because she feels like she's being pulled in every direction. And I don't think that's something your sister should make you feel like.
No.
I'm going to say it. I don't think that she should make you feel like that. So.
Yeah. Sorry. I just figured I found her and I just shared it on Insta. For those of you who are wondering, I figured that out.
I was wondering what your pause was. I was like, oh no, did I say something scandalous? Like, why did you pause for so long?
Well, no, because I found it, but it was trying to be like, do you want to share this with just random people? I was like, no, I want to share it with everybody. So I just did
everybody, because she's so funny.
She cracks us up. So yeah. So sorry. I just need to do that because
Thank you, because I was like, oh, we need to share her because she needs followers.
So
like,
funny. She is
so funny. And then basically Ron says that they need to stall and they need to find someone for Patrix to fall in love with.
Which
so that's their plan.
I love this scheme. I love it that he's just, because it's not a mean scheme. It's not like, so if we start slicing her tires, if we ask for the money that we've loaned her over the years,
like we're gonna go down there and we're like, oh, we'll drive separately, and then we ghost her.
Yeah, like
move her into an apartment by herself and ghost her.
What if we tell her it's a 2-bedroom apartment, but it's not?
And it's not.
It's a studio. It's a studio apartment where you sleep in the living room. And
we say we're moving there, and then we leave her at a gas station halfway to Orlando.
Yeah, great.
I also don't understand why it took so long to come up with this.
Yeah, I mean, unless, because the way he says it, and this is my theory, is that because the way she pounces on it, right? Because his wife is like, yes, that would work. Does Ron have a lot of good-looking single friends? And she has been trying to be like, hey.
So long.
But maybe he's like, no, I'm not setting him up with your psycho sister who lives in my house. I'm not doing it. And he's like, what if we set her up? And she's like, yeah, I know who.
I've been saying that.
You're going to set her up with William because I think he's hot. And he's like, okay, well, that's weird. But,
okay, well, all right. Well, now I feel uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I can't look at William.
We'll have to see what ends up happening. I am interested. And then we're on to our weirdest sisters of this group.
Well, at least one of them. At least one's weird.
Jessica and Christina. They are from Washington. And basically they open, and I think that this is really normal because one of them is taking a bath. I think Christina is taking a bath, and Jessica is just wandering around her closet, like going through her clothes and stuff, and then starts pooping while the other one is taking a bath. I don't think that's weird, honestly.
No, I don't think that's weird. I really don't, because I mean, I know that
when we share a hotel room, we rarely ever shut the door.
No, the only room we've ever had to shut the door in was the last one was at movies, because literally if you opened our door to our hotel room, you could see the bathroom.
In front of the door facing the beds. But we don't usually shut the door. So like, I don't know, maybe we're bizarre, but like, I don't know. Who cares?
It's all the same body. I mean, it's not the same body, but you know what I mean? It's just at some point, it's like, that's just my sister.
I mean, we shared a room together growing up. It's not a big deal, like, at all.
No,
so this didn't strike me as bizarre.
No, I did love this to be like, are you pooping? You didn't even do a courtesy flush. That I 100% that I get. Like, you just hotbox the bathroom. Thank you.
You're just hotboxing me. Thank you. The only thing weird about this scene for me, and this is just because I like video games, is Christina starts talking to Jessica, and she's thinking about getting a new gaming, and then instead of saying console for her son, she says council. Yeah. And I was like, is that like a Northwestern thing? Or do you think they're legitimately called gaming councils?
I don't know. These sisters are so weird.
They are. Like, and it's a console. So there you go.
Yeah. So maybe, I don't know, maybe she's the Amy of this show. She's just going to say things wrong.
I actually like Jessica, though. Like, I do understand one. Okay, we'll get into it when they start talking about her dating. But like,
is Jessica the one? I think Jessica, because the description says Jessica
the one
is unhappy when her sister starts saying, so Jessica's the weird one.
Christina's the one who's dating. So Christina's the one I don't have a problem with, really. Jessica's the one that I do have problems with.
Yeah, it's like, you're a little crazy.
But this is the most disgusting thing. So they said that when they were kids, they would straddle the toilet at the same time and poop together, which is so disturbing.
I don't know how I don't know how that works. I really don't. I don't
know how that works either. I mean, like even I guess for little I could understand if like you only have like one bathroom. Yeah, but like I can't imagine that happening more than once, because that's disgusting.
No, and also just no one wants to be. I don't want to have to hold you while you're like, ugh. It's like, and I'm.
You'd have to take your pants completely off.
You would have to. You would have to
straddle the toilet.
I mean, and you would have to be like, the only way that I can see this ever working is if we're talking like 3-year-olds. Like where they can put both of their butts on the seat. Because you and I could not share a toilet now, because my butt takes up the whole toilet. Like I'd be like, unless you're going to poop in the tank, that's not working. And and that's also, that's the bad position. It's like, okay, so you're gonna put your feet under my butt while you poop in the tank,
put
and
your
I
feet
poop in the
underneath my butt cheeks while I'm
Yeah.
pooping, so you can poop. You can do what's it called, an upper decker?
Yeah, an upper decker.
Don't do that. Gross.
But that's the only, as an adult, that's the only way I can think of. Like,
no,
I mean, maybe
that's gross,
and that would just
I
be to
don't
win
know.
money.
Ugh. They also say that they've never been on vacation without each other, which I also don't think is that bizarre. Like, we've been on vacations obviously without each other, but I do like family vacations. So.
I do. I miss family vacations. I like family vacations.
I do too. I
like,
love them.
It's not weird. Like, I don't think that's weird. I get.
I don't think that's weird unless you sacrificed solo vacations with your spouses for only going with each other. Then that would be a problem.
Spoilers kind of sounds like they both did because they're both divorced.
Yeah.
And
they say that they had 6 different stepdads growing up, which is a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
And then they
which
said
I guess
that
could explain their bond. You know, why they're so connected.
Well, and they did say their mom is not that great. It's like mom didn't want
they said that their mom's pretty much shit. The only thing that she gave them was their psychic abilities. So.
Oh yeah, because we haven't mentioned that yet, but they're psychic.
Yeah. And then they also say that they can communicate without speaking, which I think you can do with pretty much anyone you're close with. So that's also not a unique thing.
Well, and I question the psychic abilities once we get to that scene anyway, because I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. I think you guys wanted to think you were special, and that's okay.
Probably.
It's okay to want to be special, but
but
maybe not.
Jessica's ex, Mike, comes to pick up their kid, and then they start asking him like if their relationship is normal, and he's like, no, your relationship's not normal. And then he says that the reason he divorced Jessica was because of their closeness, because they teamed up on him. And then he said that he would have conversations with Jessica that were private, that were never private, because she would share them with Christina. So
sad.
And he also was told regularly that he was not Jessica's number one. All of this is fucked up. Don't do that.
And Christine, her name's Christine, right? Is it Christine or Christina? Yeah, is horrified. She's like, oh my God. So it's my fault. I don't think
she's ever thought about it because she's also divorced. So I think that now that she's in the new relationship, she's trying to figure out how not to fuck this up.
Yeah. And she looks like, oh my God, like I'm glad
like a light bulb went on for her.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh my God.
Because it's like, I affected
That's
your marriage and she affected my marriage. And I don't want to ruin this marriage or this next partnership. So yeah, she looked horrified. And it's so weird because this other sister's like, well, yeah, I told you you're not as important as my sister. It's like, okay, well, and that's
why we're not married.
And that's why y'all aren't married.
Because then they ask like, what would need to change for you and Jessica to get back together? And he basically says balance. You would need to just be sisters. So I don't know that the door is completely shut on that marriage because it doesn't sound like they don't love each other, because instead of saying like nothing, like it doesn't matter, you know, like
nothing.
I'm never ever getting back together, Taylor Swift. But like,
no,
which honestly though, I don't think that Jessica wants to get back with him because she's not willing to change at all.
Because like, and I understand the concept of like, because I have a soulmate and my soulmate is not my husband. That does sound weird when I say it like that, but my soulmate is Misty. We've always we've always called each other that. We've been together. She is my longest relationship. Like I've had her longer than anybody else in my life almost. So I call Missy my soulmate. Carl knows I call my soulmate, but that doesn't mean that she's more important to me than my husband. So that's a weird it's a weird concept to be like,
just like you will never not have Misty.
No,
like that's it.
I won't.
Like it's just one of those relationships.
Yeah, but it's weird to be like, and I've had her for so long. I wouldn't let that come between my marriage. It's
no, and I also don't think, because I mean, like, because you've talked about it before, where you didn't like some of Misty's partners, and
I've never liked any of hers.
Right. I wasn't gonna do a blanket sweep, but yeah,
there you go, baby.
It doesn't affect y'all's relationship though. You keep it separate. Like, you know, like you just know how each other feels, and then Misty is just as Misty. She's around all the time.
Yeah. Well, and she doesn't like Carl. I mean, she does, but in her head, because she's my best friend, he's not ever going to be good enough. And
Yeah.
that's the way I feel for if she married a billionaire. I'd be like, oh, he only has 1 billion. Loser.
Oh,
He doesn't have
loser.
2. Like, whatever. So yeah, it's just, so I understand the concept of there's somebody who is my person, who will always be my person, and it's not who I married. But I don't understand letting that come between you and your marriage. That's weird.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I
I do
didn't
think
come,
that that's weird.
Yeah, I didn't come between her and her husband's. She doesn't come. I mean, yeah, it's just, it's a weird concept. It's like, y'all are weird. What is weird?
They are. They are. But basically, we find out that Christina is dating again after her divorce, and she's realizing that their closeness is an issue. And she says to the ex-husband, I think his name is Mike, she says that she would never say that to her new boyfriend, that Jessica is her soulmate. Like, she's never going to say that because it causes problems. So,
which makes me think that she didn't tell her husband that her sister was her soulmate.
I think she did.
You think so?
that she did, and that's why it also didn't work.
Maybe, because I'm just wondering, because once Jessica is crazy, and like it gets worse as this goes on.
If like you listen to Pounders and you've never watched this show, Jessica gives me like the vibes of, not really all the vibes of Tammy, but when Christina is starting to become her own person, Jessica is doubling down and causing problems, trying to get Christina back in the box.
Yeah. No,
so
it's
that
like
she can
you need
be
to,
who she wants her to be.
That is a great analysis, Audie. Yeah, she just wants a victim. And instead of a victim, she wants her partner. It's like, well, I don't want you to have other friends. I'm your only friend. It's like, okay, but that's not what I want.
Like, we're divorced together, so you shouldn't be dating because I'm not dating, that sort of thing. Yeah. Okay, so here's the part you wanted to really talk about, because now we're talking to one of their clients because we're psychic.
Oh, my God.
And they say they've been doing this for 15 years, and I didn't think they gave really great advice, personally.
I didn't either. I honestly thought this was crap advice. I was like, that's not good advice. Just FYI.
Basically, it sounded like they were telling this woman to submit so that he would propose to her.
Yeah, they said to stop arguing with him, and then she will get a ring, because they're broken up now. But if she just does what he wants and is quiet, she'll get what she wants in the long run. It's like, so if he was cheating on her, you're telling her to stop bringing it up and just go with it. That is shit advice.
Squash your problems, the issues that you have with him, so that he'll propose to you, instead of being like, look, this isn't the right relationship. Because if it was the right relationship, it would have worked.
Yeah, because, I mean, and spoilers, I've also watched Pounders for this week whenever we get to that. And there's a psychic on this episode of Pounders we're talking about, which is kind of weird.
There is, Shanda.
Yeah. And she gave better advice. And I'm like,
she actually gave pretty decent advice, I thought.
Yeah.
So,
but this
I think she might actually be psychic.
This one is just weird. It's like, just submit and you'll get what you want. It's like, but they're broken up. Why wouldn't you just tell her, it's like, this is clearly not for you? But also, I'm not about going back with your ex. So I have issues.
Yeah, I don't think, at least I've never been in a relationship where that works. It's usually just that because, I don't know. The last time I broke up with someone, I was in high school. So
same.
But you do the breakup, and then you also kind of miss that person because you've spent however long talking to them and they're your friend. So it's more like grieving that friendship, and then you get back together and then you go, oh no, all of our problems are still here. I still don't really like you. So no, at least in my experience, and again, I haven't broken up with someone since I was 17 years old. So it didn't work out though.
It's the whole cottage cheese thing for me, and milk thing that John said at Carl's Jr. That's why I don't ever get with an ex. It's my best advice, which is, if you go to your fridge and you take out, this is just for everybody else, because I worked with this guy. He was a genius. He married the same woman 6 times, but this was his advice about dating your ex or marrying your ex. If you go to the fridge to have cereal and you pull out your milk and the milk is spoiled, what do? You throw the milk out. You don't hope that in a couple of weeks the milk will be better, because it's not.
Yep.
It's the same problems are going to be there. They're just going to be worse. And if you really decide that you're going to put in the time and effort to turn that milk into cottage cheese, it will never go with your cereal. So be prepared for something different. Yeah. And so now I'm just like, nope, you break up. That's it. We're done. So I just throw it out.
So this is the issue. This is the only thing that Christina did in this episode that did bother me, and I can see why Jessica could have problems, because she's recently dating a 24-year-old, 13 years younger than her.
Go her.
All right.
Go off,
I mean,
queen.
but if it wasn't like, I don't like age gaps. That's how I feel.
No.
I don't like them, but they are currently married. I like spoilers.
Oh, go
She's
her.
still with John to this day. So it
Okay,
works
so
out.
it works. Yeah.
At least for a couple of years, because
Yeah, for
this
a while.
show's not that old. But so Jessica is jealous of Christina dating, but then Christina, like, she immediately starts making fun of Christina for getting ready for her date, which I didn't understand initially, because I was like, why would you do that? That's such a weird mean girl thing to do.
Yeah.
To be like, oh, are you going to go look pretty for him? Yeah, I want to get plowed.
Yeah.
So I feel better. Like, it's a new thing. It's not like, oh, I haven't shaved my legs in 6 months because you've been married for 20 years. You know what I mean? It's like, it's new. So
well, and then,
I'm going to get ready.
And it doesn't make sense why Jessica's being so mean to Christina, because it's like, she's changing for a date. That's not weird. Because if I was going, like, even when you and I hang out, but like Carl's picking me up for dinner, I would be like, okay, well, let me put a bra on, or you know, put on some deodorant maybe, because I haven't worn deodorant with you
outfit because I'm going out. Yeah. Like, it's not that weird. But then this is the thing that I understand slightly where Jessica could be uncomfortable with this, because Christina has not told John she is a psychic. He thinks that she's a life coach, and she is changing her clothes from what she wears on her like Zoom calls with her clients, which is very like, I don't know,
bohemian,
mysticky.
Yeah, very hippie.
Like,
yeah,
very that. And so she's changing her clothes to more like just a white t-shirt, jeans, and then she tells Jessica that Jessica also needs to change clothes.
Yeah, she
so
said
that
at least
she doesn't look like a psychic.
Yeah, because Jessica has, the only thing about Jessica's outfit that I thought was like very in your face, I'm a psychic, was she had like a half moon pendant on her head. And I was like, yeah, that's...
So she was like, you have to take that off. And I do, though, get where Jessica would be like, oh, fuck that. Like, why are you not telling this guy who you are? That's stupid.
And this is my one issue I have with Christina, is like, this is why I don't think she really thinks she's a psychic, because I'm like, if you really, honestly, truly in your heart were like, I'm a psychic, I have special powers, why would you hide that from somebody? Like, wouldn't you be proud of that?
I wonder how many dates she's gone on and front loaded that, and then had men be like, oh, no thanks. No thanks. But not
she's
into
already
the new age thing or whatever.
She's treating this guy like he's so different. So it's like, why would you just be like...
maybe she feels, I don't know. Like, my advice is always like, when you know. Like, that's how I felt when I met Kyle. Like, literally, Kyle went from a complete stranger to my best friend within like a week. And then even before even before he asked me out, I was like, well, whenever Kyle asks me out, I don't know how long that'll be, but that's the guy I'm going to marry. It doesn't really matter. Like, I was just like, well, you know, whenever, I don't know, there'll be years from now, whatever happens, but Kyle and we're going to get married. And then, so I feel like when you know kind of a thing. So maybe that's the emotion she has with this guy, where she's just like, you know, this is the one. Like, this is the person who makes me feel seen and complete. So
it's still really sweet. But yeah, I still don't think that, even if this is a person that makes you feel seen and complete, unless you're also trying to get out of this part of your life.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because why minimize it? Why not just be like, yeah.
Well, maybe she is trying to get out, though.
Well, and that's what I think. Because she's like, you need to change. We need to change. We're not talking about this. Like, later on when we get to the fight part of this, it's like, she doesn't seem like she feeds into her sister's energy that supposedly she feels.
Oh,
yeah. It's like, I think you're full of shit. Just so you know.
Yeah, so basically, like, John pulls up on a motorcycle and Christina goes out to meet him, and Jessica comes with her to basically, like, act like
a
Christina's
parent?
mom.
Yeah.
And like, when are you bringing her back and stuff like that, which is very bizarre.
Yeah, because he's like,
girls
she doesn't
37.
Yeah, and her ex-husband just took all the kids.
Well, those were Jessica's kids. But
yes. Yeah. But he took
her
hers
kids
too.
Are somewhere. Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
he
like,
took all
she
of them.
doesn't have a reason to be back. And I think it's like a joking thing, but it comes across as very aggressive.
Yeah, it's very like, well, if she doesn't come home by a certain time, I'll call you. And it's like, that's creepy.
Don't call me. Why do you have my number? Yeah. It's weird. So
it's very weird.
Now we're getting into like the I don't know, coup de grace. That's not what I mean. But anyway,
this is the pièce de résistance.
the piece de resistance of the
Yes.
episode, which is they're having like a barbecue for John to meet Jessica like officially. And so
Yes.
Christina's in the kitchen and she's telling John that she's having anxiety about this. And then she pretty much John's just outside cooking chicken and he's just like,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. Like, it's gonna
Yeah,
be great.
It's a barbecue.
It's a barbecue. It's fine. And then Jessica calls and says, like, the vibes are bad. I'm having bad anxiety about the barbecue. And then Christina's basically like, you need to calm down and stop being crazy. Which I think is funny because you said you had anxiety. But now I do get it because, like, if I had anxiety because I knew you were going to act insane and then you confirmed that by calling me and acting insane, I would be like, yep, okay, you need to stop.
That
like,
that checks out. There she is. There's a crazy. Yeah. Because she let all her
this
crazy
is what I had
out.
anxiety about. Thank you.
She let all that crazy out.
Christina's reaction is basically like, you're ruining this. And now it's going to be weird. Like,
because
you've made this weird.
I don't want him to put his energy into my chicken because he hates me.
She says she's not going to eat because he hates her, even though they've never talked to each other, really.
Yeah. Well, she did accuse him when they were outside at the motorcycle. She's like, he just glared at me. And he's like, no, I didn't. So I think she's super sensitive and trying to cause a problem because she probably did crap like that.
He's also 24.
Yeah.
So he might have glared at her because he's, again, only 24 years old. But still, and because 37.
She's acting like her mom for the girl that he's, for lack of a better word, trying to make his wife, which he does. Yeah. So it's like, he's like, yeah, you don't have anything to do with this. So
also, like, we have no idea, like, what all Christina has downloaded into John about this relationship, and if she already has realized that this relationship is toxic. So John might already be in that protector kind of like, no, you're not going to affect her like emotions. Like, we're not doing that shit.
Yeah, so, kind of like Brian did for a little bit in Pounders with the whole, I don't care. I don't care if you think that my wife needs to invite Tammy. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not going to go behind her back to invite Tammy because you want me to. I'm going to do what's best for Amy.
Yeah.
In this situation.
And you might be right. He may be like, oh, I'm not dealing with that. Like, this is my house.
Or like, oh, this is exactly what she said you would do.
Yeah, because you're crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, which isn't a great way to start a relationship, but also like, if he's her like, I don't know. I just, like, having a relationship like that with Kyle, if it can happen really quickly where you're just like, this is the person, you know, that clicks.
I would wonder, you know, because we don't know the time frame of this. Like, I can't really tell, like, if everything's recorded on the same day. But when she has a conversation with her ex-brother-in-law about, no, I got divorced because of you. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's crazy. Like, and then we have the psychic meeting and then the date. If that's all the same day, I'm sure she told him, like, yeah, I just found out from, you know, Jessica's ex-husband that it's my fault because we're too close. We were too close. And I don't want that to happen to us.
Yeah. Yep. And that could have also just completely opened her eyes on, like, oh, you're too demanding, or this is not healthy, and she's trying to step away, and Jessica will not let her do that.
No, she's very possessive of her, like in a psycho ex kind of way.
Yep. But she's like Jessica's having all this anxiety because she's convinced that John is going to start shit.
Yeah. And then she shows up.
That's it. And then she shows up, but she waits outside and texts Christina to come out and talk to her outside, which is such a childish move, to be honest. This is your sister's house.
Yeah. You just walk in.
You just walk in.
And why wouldn't you feel more comfortable at your sister's house anyway? It's like, this is my sister's house.
Wouldn't you want to, like, isn't that like the like, what am I trying to think of? Like, the alpha move is to be like, oh no, I know this house better than you do, so I'm going to be more comfortable here than you are.
Yes, because this is my sister. This is where my nephew lives. This is like, I will have her. This relationship between her and I has outlasted you, and if you leave, will outlast you. So don't push it. And it's like, just walk in.
Like that would be the power move.
Yeah, to walk in and be like, hey, it's nice to meet you. What do you know about my sister? Or
like, it's nice to meet you. I'm going to grab a cup right now and fill up whatever
yeah,
I want, you know,
yeah,
like something like that. But she basically is telling Christina that John's going to come at her. And then she refuses to eat his food. And then
yeah.
she starts confronting John immediately.
Yeah, she immediately like just goes nuts because
like he walks in like from the chicken, like checking on the chicken, to her basically going off on him.
Which is so crazy because she's like, he's going to attack me. He's going to attack me. And then she's like, why aren't you going to attack me? Because you glared at me and you hate me. And he's like, what? Just no,
Yeah.
I don't hate you.
It was like, no, I don't hate you. I didn't glare at you. And then he was like, I don't have time to glare at you. If I didn't like you, I would just say that I don't like you. And I kind of buy that from a 24-year-old, if I'm honest.
Which
like,
honestly,
I feel like they 100% would be like, I don't like you.
I wish he would have said that at the end of it. I'm going to let you know right now. I don't like you right now.
I don't like you.
Yeah.
Not liking the energy you're bringing into this house.
But it's so funny because she's like, this is going to cause a conflict if with John. And then she immediately attacked him for a conflict. Yeah, it's like, girl, that was all you. So maybe you are psychic, but just so you know, I can't say, hey, I'm going to have pizza tonight and then go make pizza. I feel like that's not psychic. Yeah. That's just me doing what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
it's like the episode of Bob's Burgers where Linda thinks that she's psychic and then she's describing it and Bob's like, yeah, that's called having a thought.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not psychic. Like, that's just you. That's just,
yeah. And then she starts doing the thing that I do when I get in arguments with people and just starts like crying.
Yeah.
While she's trying to have this communication, which is just yelling at John. And then she starts crying about like, well, everyone needs to be who we really are. Because she wants to tell John about their psychic powers, which I accidentally, but kind of perfectly mistyped in my notes as psycho powers. So
you did do that perfect. Psycho powers.
And then Christina is basically like, but I'll tell him when I'm ready to tell him. It's not on you to decide when I tell him that. Like, nothing's stopping. I don't think that Christina should stop Jess from telling him that she's a psychic if that's what she wants to do.
I don't think that. I don't understand why she wouldn't. Why wouldn't she? Like, we all need to be true. We all need to be who we are, and just look at him and be like, I'm a psychic, and I do consultations with people, and I read tarot cards, and I do crystal healing, and I'm a mystical being, and he could be like, yeah, okay, well that's crazy. I don't know how to handle that, and then him and Christina have to have a conversation after she leaves. But why? Because Jessica made a point not to tell him that she's a psychic. Like, she was just like, we all need to be true. We all need to be who we are. And I don't even know who this person is. Like, that's not my sister. And it's like, okay, but you didn't tell him why. You just make it sound like your sister used to be a man. I don't know. But she was just like, why not just say it? Be like, hey, just so you know, I'm a psychic. See how that flies.
Yeah, I don't get it. I do understand why she's upset, because if your sister's in a new relationship but isn't being her quote unquote authentic self, then I could see
that's a problem.
Being like, but you're not being real, so how am I just supposed to sit here and watch you pretend to be someone else? But then I did like that John points out that, like, he says, but have you ever thought that the Christina, when she's not with you, might be the real Christina?
Yeah, that was a mic drop moment for sure.
I know. Like, I loved it. I was like, yeah.
I was like, oh, he just hurt her so bad with that. Like, but I also think that in that situation, I would be more mad at you than more mad at the guy who just doesn't know what's happening. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like if you had a kid and we're hiding your kid, like, oh, well, I don't want him to know that I have children, but I'm going to keep dating this guy. It's like, I'm not mad at the guy for not knowing. I'm mad at you for being weird. Just
right.
Do it.
Because why are you hiding this major part of who you are from this person that you're supposedly falling in love with?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense, because you don't know each other then. But I do get what he's saying, because I feel like the way that Christina and John were together, I don't know how the internet feels about them, but like, I feel like it feels very comfortable very quickly. I feel like, because after this, Jess storms out of the house crying, and then Christina starts breaking down. And I did like this because John goes to get the chicken off the grill before it burns, but then comes back and comforts her.
Yeah, he's like,
But
I'm gonna.
I do think that because he was like, hang on, let me.
Yeah.
And then he handled, like, he's trying to be there for her in this entire situation. So,
Yeah.
and then Christina says that this is who she wants to be, and her sister hates it, which is correct.
Yeah. And then Jessica's like, well, I don't want to hide who I am. It's like, but you're the one hiding who you are, because I get, like, your sister probably didn't say, hey, bring over the sage and let's do a cleansing while we're at the house. But you could have chose to do that. You chose to let your sister, like, I love you, but very rarely are you going to tell me how to dress and how to act. So
right.
Why is Jessica letting her sister change who she is? If she wants to show up with crystals and all of her stuff, then just do it and then be your authentic self. And if he thinks you're a psychopath, then he thinks you're a psycho. It doesn't matter. It's your truth.
Which that for your sister should reflect on him and his character rather than your sister for being who she is.
Yeah.
Like,
so
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Because if he decides to break up with you because your sister has tarot cards, then he's not the guy for you. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah. That's a dumb reason for him to break up with you. Could you imagine,
like, when you were, like, way more into jewelry and stuff, if I was ever like, oh, Summer, make sure you tone down your gaudy jewelry before you come here. I never did that.
No.
Fuck.
Like,
I don't care what people think. Like, it's you.
Yeah, please don't wear the eyeball ring when you come over because it's weird. It's
right.
Like, oh, okay,
or like, could you imagine if you told me, like, make sure you don't wear leggings?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, I'm wearing leggings.
It's like, hey, so he's kind of I've decided to date an Amish person, so I need you to wear this burlap sack that covers you and a head
like
covering.
Dress like
it's
a Mennonite.
Like, no. Yeah. Like, just no, that's not who I am. Like, I'll be who I am, and he'll have to figure out where he fits in. I'm not going to figure out how I fit with him. He's coming into our family, not the other way around. So, no.
Agreed.
So I understand Jessica's upsetness, but I don't understand why she didn't just, I would have came in, tarot cards, sage, crystals,
the whole thing.
All of it. Yeah. Like, I would have done everything to be like, no, you said I could come for chicken. So I need to bless the chicken, and then we're going to I brought a Ouija board to talk to the chicken, and it's going to be great. Yeah. It's like, okay.
Exactly. And like, I think you're right. I think that would have been the way to play it, is just like, well, you can pretend to be whatever you want to be if you're not comfortable telling him, but you don't get to tell me who I have to be to your partner. Not happening.
It's like you can pretend to not have this and not do this, and that's fine if that's what you've chosen to do. But you're not going to tell me how to live my truth. And she says as much in her talking head, where she's like, I want to be my authentic self. It's like, then do it. No one told you. I mean, if your sister said, hey, you can come to this barbecue, but you have to hide, then be like, then I'm not coming, because that's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
or show up anyways.
Or meet in a neutral territory. Be like, hey, I'm not comfortable going into his house or your house or even my house. Let's go to Whataburger or somewhere and eat there.
Yeah.
Because it's neutral and we won't fight and I won't scream. It's just, I don't know.
I agree with that.
They're just,
I don't know. But these sisters are crazy. I am on more of the side of Christina than Jess, but I do understand some of Jess's problem.
I do.
With this situation. I don't get, though, being mad at John. I agree with you. I think that you should be upset with your sister for not being authentic, not blame it on John.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I think.
I 1,100% agree with you. She needs to be more mad at her sister, less mad at him.
Agreed.
But yeah, the only reason you should be mad at him is if he told her, hey, I want you to know that all that stuff, you can't do that around me anymore. Then 100% be mad at him for being a controlling asshole. But that's a whole other ball of wax, like, that we have to unpack.
Yeah.
That's different. That's way different. So let's react properly, shall we?
Yeah, it's just I agree with you. I did think this episode was good. I think that Christina and Jessica are a great new addition. And next week we get to meet another new sister group. So next week, on next Tuesday, we'll do season 2, episode 3. We Want a Fairy Tale. Christina tries to mend her relationship with Jessica before she drops some big news. Ron puts his plans to get Patrix's mind off of Orlando into action. Brittany and Brianna struggle to separate from each other on solo dates with their husbands, who are also twins, it looked like. So
that looks so
fun.
Juicy and weird.
It looked bizarre. I'm excited to see it.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I mean, we'll talk about it next week. But I've heard that if identical
They're
twins
siblings.
marry, yeah. So I'm like,
Yeah.
what? That's crazy.
Yeah, if identical twins marry identical twins and have children, I've heard that biologically your kids are actually siblings.
That's what I've heard too. So it's like, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. I can't wait.
Weird.
I can't wait. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Am I saying Patrica? Is it Patrica or Patrica? Do you guys know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Let us know what you think. Are we weird? Should we shut the door when we go to Disney together? I don't know. Let us know.
I don't know. But we probably won't, though, even if you say so.
We're not going to change it.
We just want to know. Yeah, we just want to know.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys on tomorrow, Wednesday, for y'all. For the next episode of Pounders.
Yep.
All right.
Next.
We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Seasoned sisters, when they talk, they take turns. The only thing they share